Today, we're going to explore every facet of this extraordinary machine. From its development story to its mind-bending specifications, from its revolutionary use of materials to its performance capabilities, and finally, to its place in automotive history and the collector market. This is the complete story of the Pagani Zonda Cinque. To understand the Cinque, we first need to understand the context of its creation. By 2008, the Pagani Zonda had already proven itself as one of the greatest supercars ever made. The original Zonda C12, launched in 1999, had evolved through numerous iterations, the S, the F, and various special editions. Each version pushed the boundaries further, but Pagani knew that every story must have a final chapter. The Cinque project began as Pagani's answer to a simple question: what if we took everything we've learned over a decade of Zonda development and created the absolute pinnacle of what this platform could achieve? There would be no compromises, no cost considerations, and no limitations other than the laws of physics themselves. Horacio Pagani assembled his finest engineers and craftsmen in the company's Medina facility. The brief was clear: create a track-focused road car that would represent the zenith of Zonda engineering. Every component would be examined, every gram of weight scrutinized, and every aerodynamic surface optimized. The development process was intense. Pagani utilized computational fluid dynamics alongside traditional wind tunnel testing to refine the bodywork. The company worked closely with Mercedes-AMG to extract even more power from the already potent V12 engine. Carbon fiber specialists developed new weaving techniques specifically for this project. What emerged from this process wasn't just an upgraded Zonda, it was a complete reimagining of what the car could be. The Cinque took the Zonda F's already impressive foundation and elevated it to an entirely new level of performance and craftsmanship. The Zonda Cinque is, without question, one of the most visually dramatic cars ever created. While it maintains the essential Zonda silhouette that Horacio Pagani perfected over the years, nearly every exterior panel was redesigned to serve a specific aerodynamic purpose. Let's start at the front. The Cinque features a completely revised front splitter that extends further forward and features aggressive dive planes on either side. These elements work together to create significant front-end downforce while directing airflow around the front wheels and along the body sides. The front air intakes have been enlarged to provide additional cooling for the massive carbon ceramic brakes hiding behind those stunning wheels. Moving along the body, you'll notice the extended side skirts that create a seal between the car's floor and the road surface. This is crucial for the underbody aerodynamics. The Cinque features a fully flat carbon fiber floor with carefully designed venturi tunnels that accelerate air beneath the car, creating substantial ground effect downforce. The rear of the Cinque is where things get truly dramatic. The engine cover features additional cooling vents, and rising above it all is an adjustable rear wing that looks like it belongs on a prototype racing car. This wing can be set in 3 positions depending on the circuit or driving conditions, providing anywhere from moderate to maximum downforce. But the piece de resistance is the rear diffuser. This massive carbon fiber structure features 7 distinct channels that manage airflow exiting from beneath the car. The result is a claimed total downforce figure of over 750 kilograms at high speed, enough to theoretically drive the car upside down on a ceiling if you could somehow get it there. The overall aesthetic is aggressive yet beautiful, purposeful yet artistic. It's a car that looks fast standing still and absolutely otherworldly in motion. If there's one area where the Zonda Cinque truly pushed boundaries, it's in its use of advanced materials. Pagani has always been at the forefront of carbon fiber technology, but with the Cinque, the company introduced a revolutionary new material, carbo-titanium. This proprietary composite combines carbon fiber with titanium particles woven into the matrix. The result is a material that's even stronger and stiffer than traditional carbon fiber while offering improved impact resistance. The Cinque's monocoque chassis is constructed entirely from this carbo-titanium, making it the first production car to use this technology. The weight savings throughout the car are remarkable. The body panels are made from the thinnest carbon fiber Pagani had ever used, yet they maintain incredible structural integrity. The interior components, including the seats, dashboard, and center console, are also carbon fiber, with exposed weave patterns that showcase the craftsmanship involved in their creation. The suspension components deserve special mention. The Cinque uses forged magnesium wheels wrapped in Pirelli P0 Corsa tires developed specifically for this application. The wheel design incorporates aerodynamic considerations, channeling air to cool the brakes while minimizing turbulence. The exhaust system is a work of art in itself. Made from titanium and Inconel, a superalloy typically reserved for jet engines, it saves significant weight compared to a conventional stainless steel system while producing a sound that can only be described as mechanical symphony. The attention to detail extends to the smallest components. Titanium bolts replace steel fasteners throughout the car. The fuel tank is a lightweight carbon fiber unit. Even the wiring harness was optimized to save precious grams. The result of all this obsessive weight reduction? A dry weight of just 1,070 kilograms, or about 2,359 pounds. For a car with a 7.3-liter V12 engine, leather interior, and full road-legal equipment, this is an absolutely astonishing achievement. At the heart of the Zonda Cinque beats the same basic engine that has powered Zondas since the beginning, the Mercedes-AMG M120 V12. But in Cinque specification, this naturally aspirated masterpiece has been tuned to deliver its maximum potential. The numbers are impressive even by today's standards. The 7.3-liter V12 produces 678 horsepower at 6,200 revolutions per minute and 575 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 revolutions per minute. These figures were achieved through extensive modifications including revised camshafts, optimized intake and exhaust systems, and careful engine management calibration. What makes this engine truly special isn't just the peak figures, it's the character. This is a naturally aspirated V12 with no turbochargers or superchargers to mask its personality. The throttle response is immediate and linear. The power delivery is smooth and predictable. And the sound, that glorious, spine-tingling sound, builds from a deep rumble at idle to an operatic crescendo at the 7,500 revolutions per minute redline. Power reaches the rear wheels through a 6-speed sequential gearbox with paddle shifters mounted on the steering column. Gear changes happen in approximately 100 milliseconds, lightning quick for the technology of the era. The driver can select between multiple driving modes that adjust shift speed and behavior. The performance figures tell the story. 0 to 60 miles per hour takes approximately 3.4 seconds. 0 to 124 miles per hour, the standard 200 km per hour benchmark, is dispatched in under 10 seconds. The top speed exceeds 217 miles per hour. But straight-line speed only tells part of the story. The Cinque was designed primarily for the track, and its lateral acceleration capabilities are equally impressive. The combination of massive downforce, sticky tires, and precisely tuned suspension allows the car to generate cornering forces that would be unimaginable in a conventional supercar. The braking system consists of carbon ceramic discs measuring 380 mm at the front and 355 mm at the rear, gripped by 6-piston and 4-piston calipers respectively. These brakes are not only incredibly powerful but also remarkably resistant to fade, even during extended track sessions. Step inside the Zonda Cinque, and you enter a space that perfectly balances race car focus with artistic craftsmanship. The interior is dominated by exposed carbon fiber, but this isn't the cold, clinical carbon you might find in some track-focused machines. Every panel has been carefully crafted to showcase the beauty of the material while maintaining a sense of warmth and personality. The seats are fixed-back carbon fiber racing units with minimal padding, positioned low in the chassis to optimize the driver's center of gravity. They're trimmed in a combination of leather and Alcantara, with contrast stitching that matches the exterior color scheme. The instrument cluster features analog gauges, a deliberate choice by Pagani, who believes that mechanical instruments create a more direct connection between driver and machine. The central tachometer dominates the view, with a speedometer and other vital information arranged around it. The steering wheel is a masterpiece in itself. The carbon fiber rim is wrapped in the finest leather, and behind it are the paddle shifters for the sequential gearbox. Unlike many supercars that hide their steering columns behind plastic shrouds, the Cinque proudly displays its mechanical components. The driving experience has been described by those fortunate enough to pilot a Cinque as raw, immediate, and utterly intoxicating. The steering is incredibly direct, communicating every detail of the road surface through the driver's hands. The throttle pedal has a mechanical precision that modern fly-by-wire systems simply cannot match. On track, the Cinque transforms into something almost supernatural. The aerodynamic downforce builds progressively with speed, pushing the car into the tarmac and providing seemingly limitless grip. The engine's power is perfectly suited to the chassis, allowing skilled drivers to balance the car on the throttle through corners. Today, the Pagani Zonda Cinque holds a unique position in the collector car market. With only 5 coupes ever built, it represents extreme exclusivity. But more than just rarity, the Cinque is valued for its historical significance as the ultimate expression of the Zonda platform. Original retail pricing was approximately 1.3 million euros, but current market values have increased substantially. When examples do appear at auction, which is rare, they command prices well into the millions. The car has become a blue-chip collector item, sought after by the world's most discerning automotive collectors. Pagani would eventually create a roadster version of the Cinque, also limited to 5 units, extending the legacy further. And while the company has since moved on to the Huayra and its variants, the Zonda, and particularly the Cinque, remains the spiritual heart of the brand. The Zonda Cinque represents something that's becoming increasingly rare in the modern automotive landscape, an uncompromising vision executed without consideration for mass-market appeal or regulatory convenience. It's a car built by artists for enthusiasts, a machine where every component tells a story of dedication and passion. In an era of hybridization and electrification, the Cinque stands as a monument to the naturally aspirated internal combustion engine at its absolute finest. It's not just a hypercar, it's a rolling sculpture, a mechanical symphony, and a testament to what's possible when a small company with enormous ambitions sets out to create the impossible.